What's good? What's good? This is Steve of the podcast. Hey, look. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. Anybody that's been dropping comments and sharing the video, pressing like on the video, also hitting the notification bell. Let me get myself right. Look, I can't even lie to y'all, man. I'll be honest with y'all. There are times where I do these videos, right? And I'm telling myself, am I doing the right thing? And in the minute I start telling myself that, right, then I see a comment on one of my videos. I'm like, man, I appreciate everybody that's just been part of this, man. It's been a beautiful journey. I like the interaction, good or bad, I just don't let it get to me, and I'm not focused on too much on the numbers no more. I'm just focused on doing good content, and hopefully y'all could appreciate it for what it is. And also visit the website r2drec.com. If y'all don't know, I do music. I go by This is Tico. This is Tico the podcast. This is Tico Music. Tico, the music. I'm sorry, I said this is Tico, but it's Tico Music. I'm sorry. Click, if you search for my music, press Tico, type in Tico. And if it's hard, you're having a hard time, put Ride to Die. It's Ride and number 2 and Die, and you'll be able to see it. That's my record label. But let's jump into this one, man. Come on. So I've been meaning to talk about the subject for quite some time. I just didn't know the approach I wanted to go with, right? So this is a YouTuber by the name of SteveWillDoIt. So I got a chance to check out some of his catalog, and I'm like, man, the dude is a very positive person in so many ways. He gives back. Definitely got the connections to give back, and that's great. It's always good to see people that give back to me, because I'm like, it's unfortunate how society is these days. A lot of people are very selfish, very prideful, very isolated from the world, and it's all about them. It's all about them, and hey, I'm guilty of it myself. So who am I to judge other people? I'm just saying, from my experience, I feel like a lot of people are like that. Now, on this specific subject, okay, so this is a situation where 6ix9ine, SteveWillDoIt, and Perkio get involved, right? And anytime I hear 6ix9ine name, I'm like, man, what is this guy gonna get himself into, or what he's about to do something? Excuse me, man, but what is he about to do that is gonna shake the internet, right? And this specific one, he gets everybody involved. And if y'all don't know who Perkio is, I think that's how you say his name. And if I'm saying your name incorrectly, I apologize. But he's a lookalike like Lil Durk. So on this one specifically, they are trying to do something, and it doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. The kid looks lost, and he's wearing a King Von jacket, and it just looks off all completely, right? So a couple of days later, then SteveWillDoIt gets in an interview with I'm Athlete. And then look, I seen their podcast. They're pretty dope. I'm not knocking on them. But on this specific one, they're trying to go in on them, right? They are trying to ask them these tough questions and all this other stuff. But one thing that gets my attention, right? Why does everything have to tie in with the culture? Like, the culture doesn't accept this. The culture, and look, forget about the culture for just a second. What is the purpose of this video? What are we trying to get across? And how can we turn this around and then make it go make it go a positive direction? So as I'm watching this interview, and they're basically asking him these questions about how come he didn't know, did he know who Perkio was? Does he know about the beef with 6ix9ine and Durk and all this other stuff? And I'm like, look, just because he's involved with somebody that's in hip hop and then we know him for what he is, that doesn't mean everybody else knows. And he did say one thing, that he said, well, y'all don't know who, y'all might know him as 6ix9ine, but I know him as Danny, the kid, whatever. But one thing about SteveWillDoIt, to me, from what I'm seeing, he is really, in some kind of way, very apologetic for what happened. He doesn't feel good about what happened, and it definitely damages his brand, right? And they still pressuring him. And you know, one thing that really threw me off was the fact that he had Donald Trump in the background, and you know, him and Donald Trump took a picture, whatever. And then I'm Matthew, I'm telling him take that down and all this. I'm like, bro, stop. Why everybody want to get political with things? Maybe he just cool with him. He probably didn't even voted for the guy. Who knows? But at the end of the day, stop making something political out of nothing. You know, it's like, yeah, a picture says 1,000,000 words, but you don't know his intentions behind that picture. You know, so scratch that. Now, y'all pressuring him on saying certain things and doing certain things, and you want to act tough, and you want to look. Stop the tough act for real. Just stop it. If he felt sincerely wrong for what he did, and he's telling you, look, I'm not kicking it with the dude because I don't know his intentions, and I didn't think he was gonna be this kind of person, and you know, just leave it as that. You know, stop digging deeper and searching and reaching for something that probably is not even there. So at the end of the day, look. One advice I could give SteveWillDoIt, and probably will cut the interview probably like 20, 30 minutes earlier. Know your surroundings, bro. Just know them. Like, do your research, or have other people around you do the research, because you will know instantly. You will know, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't go this direction because there's too much problems with that if you don't want to get yourself involved. And just for anybody else in the youth, right? Know your surroundings, because you don't know the other person's intentions. And in not just other people, but just know your circle. If you're dealing with a person that comes from a certain background, does certain things, hey, maybe you need to start like, hey, wait a minute, where is this going? So just know your people, you know? You just never know. People might change. Of course, people do change a lot of times, but hey, you just never know. So at the end of the day, SteveWillDoIt, continue doing what you're doing, man. If your goal is to change the world little by little and as much as you can, you're doing your part. I am Athlete. Y'all doing a great job with y'all podcast. And another thing, stop bashing on somebody and then asking for advice. What kind of I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Like how you gonna downplay somebody, say something about somebody, and then be like, hey, by the way, how you grow your YouTube channel? Bro, if you don't stop that, come on now. And he didn't even have a good response. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? Come on now. Yo, man, y'all continue y'all doing y'all thing, man. But look, know your surroundings, people. Know who you're dealing with sometimes, because sometimes, you know, the devil's in the closet. You never know when that devil might come out, man. At the end of the day, man, spread positivity as much as you can. And when you get a chance, when y'all get a chance, man, I appreciate y'all being part of this movement. Subscribe to the channel. Look, leave me a message on the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to also leave the actual video, his interview, in my description section. Also, share this video on your social media platforms. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Also, hit the notification bell. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, one.